habol ko na to. This was a better idea when I was typing it in the toilet. when I did the slides, ayoko na.
10 minutes.
Alright. Sige. Hello. So introductions. I am a UX researcher. Currently, I am a senior UX strategist at Make Technology. I also do part-time teaching, freelancing, graphic design, etc. But however, you might be asking me, how the hell did I reach this very messy topic, like UXR and dating? So I'll jump right through, I guess, the story. So I guess it started on a rainy evening. It's a ride home from a date. It was feel like a princess. Dinadala ko pa sa bahay. But then one of my sige, may ko na lang. This guy, he told me something about, yeah, my mom never really complimented me when I was a kid. And I was like, oh, okay. Kasi nanggaling siya sa story. Hindi ko lang magkwento, para lang tropa. So, nanggaling kasi siya kasi sabi ko, parang he doesn't like compliments, parang he dismisses compliments. And my mom doesn't compliment me as a kid, blah, 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 etc. And then, I don't know what happened. Suddenly, I felt the need to ask, and how do you feel about So yun, sabi ko, and how did you feel about that? Were you able to overcome it? What were the things that helped you kind of overcome it? And how do you think it affected you? And then suddenly, while I was thinking of, while in that car, parang nagkaroon ako ng moment of self-awareness. Parang, wait lang, I'm not in a usability test. I'm not in a cafe asking paano mag-add to cart, or I'm not in a Zoom interviewing people. However, why am I probing? Why did I continue probing? And I was like, wait, I am in a situation that actually makes an impact. I am in a situation that is concerning myself, and why am I probing? And then suddenly, I felt my soul do this face, kind of like a mischievous, naughty face. Parang, am I unlocking a superpower that I think I should tell UX researchers to use in their personal lives? And I was like, then for a moment, I was like, wait, I kind of got guilty about it. So I'm like, medyo nakapag self-reflect na ako with my office mates about it. Pinag-usap ko sila. And then actually my boss told me na parang, Trek, don't do that. In dates, don't treat them as participants. Because if you really think about it, if you see if a patient and a therapist date, that's like, that's kind of really creepy. But but you also think about it, we didn't really graduate with a degree, wala tayong oath taking and all that. So maybe a UXR na participant is just a work meet you, di ba? So, ito yung mga justifications that I said to kind of justify how I convinced myself that this topic is alright and I should not be bothered about the ethics of it, as long as I stay neutral and not advocate or made it seem like I benefit of it in any shape or form. That's why yung title ko is how UX research made me dating, better at dating, or worse, you decide. Neutral. Very neutral, very unbiased. Now, this is just dumb blabberings. So, sobrang unhinged intro, but I haven't even started. So first, I guess, one of the things that has taught me is user interviews taught me to unpack someone's emotional baggage before the heavy ones become mine. So I'm telling you that emotional baggage isn't really a bad thing. In user interviews, I try to create a sense of safe space, build rapport into the users, and try to get into their mindset. And that's exactly what I try to do when going out on dates. And and some would say that this is, di naman siya masyadong concerning, but I kind of found myself patterning my questions by trying to probe into certain actions of my youth. Napagkabaliktad ko na. Not users, my dates, I kind of wanted to know. But yeah, if this was my main topic, marami pa akong the advice and user interviews, trying to establish a rapport, trying to give a safe space, but at the same time, kind of controlling the situation pa rin. You should always be talking to your user as a facilitator, o diba? Nagigets ka na yung flow ng talk ko. Alright, number 2, usability tests taught me to trust patterns, not promises. So, syempre, So a usability test is usually when you try to do usability test, or usually how I conducted it, I always ask for an observer. So I will be asking the questions, and then someone else will be observing the click patterns, kasi I want to be in focus when talking to my participants, and then the observers can report to me anong kailangan kong gawin. Ay, sorry, ano yung mga ginagawa nila, what are the things that they kind of like to. And if you think about it, di ba, users would often tell them, madali lang yung flow. Nakapag-add to cart naman ako, pero you see them struggling. And sometimes your dates would say na, actually, ikaw lang. Sometimes they would say, actually, ready na ako mag-settle down. But, you would see that they leave you on read for, 5 hours. Diba? So sometimes you have to trust on the actions, not on the things that they say. And it had to be usability test to teach me that one. So this is one of the applies. Next, card sorting kind of taught me that people will always reveal their priorities if you let them. Whenever I do card sorting, I always also create a safe environment for them to do it for usually, especially for open card sort, na parang there's no wrong or right answers. This is not a test kung magaling kang mag-categorize. We just want to know ano ba yung una mong iniisip or ano ba yung una mong pinaprioritize. And lumalabas din yan sa mga dates nyo. If you let them in a very open and safe environment to confide with you, na parang sabihin, hindi, okay lang na late ka mag-text sa akin. Ay, hindi, okay lang na, hindi ka sumipot sa date. If you keep doing that, they will eventually make you feel na, or they would eventually let you know what their true intentions are if you just let them. Next is A/B testing taught me that having options is just another form of data gathering payments. So A/B testing, as we all know, we kind of want to compare and contrast. And I'm like, why would you be loyal in the first date? Why would you be loyal on your first option? If multiple options is just another form of data gathering, then I should be able to pick and select freely and not being able to tie myself with one option. So if I have an array of people, I would be able to clearly define ano ba talaga yung gusto ko in a relationship, right? And then lastly, this is supposed to be like an emotional fact if I have like a proper time. But lastly, the field UX design, UX research taught me that heartbreaks aren't failures, they're just lessons for the next iteration. So I guess ending on a positive note, parang as much as possible, you ship designs, you ship prototype, pero open kayo lagi for feedback, open kayo lagi na fail siya, and open kayo lagi for rejection from the users. I just wanted to say, why can't you be open to that when it happens in your love life, right? If people reject you, just think of it as, okay, these are lessons for the next iteration that I will launch myself, diba? Take those lessons. And then maybe you're asking, oh my God, am I extending? How effective is UXR to help me in dating? So you're probably dapat di ka na single, right? Dami lang sinabi, tapos single pa pala ako. Well, yeah. Well, this is why it's up to you to judge. Because maybe my first advice of user interviews is actually an advice for me to be manipulated, diba? But maybe it's making me a red flag actually. Or maybe usability test is not asking me to trust patterns, but making me develop trust issues. Pala. And another thing is maybe card sorting that I allow people to reveal their priorities makes me overly needy if hindi ako yung priority. Or maybe if I tell you na to A/B test your days and have many options, I'm not gonna take that back. That's like the best advice. I'm not gonna take that back. This is, date around. So yun, oh my God, I finished. So yun, thank you so much for listening to my Delulus. Or should I say, Delulu? I'm not gonna finish because gets dyan naman. Alright, thank you so much. This is my LinkedIn if you wanna connect. Thank you.
Nice. Ayan, 40 seconds.